When cops serve instant
I
karma
found
to
4
Karen,
cases highlighting extreme Karen behavior, featuring 4 individuals who later faced the consequences, starting with notorious poolside Karen.
And then she started calling us Mexican trash. Please make them leave. Yes, they don't belong here.
This is Blair Featherman, a 49-year-old woman who on July 2nd, 2023, was recorded assaulting and hurling racist remarks at a Spanish family at her neighborhood pool in Lakewood, Colorado. She stated, among other things, that the family don't belong here. We'll let you decide whether she means the Alta Green Mountain apartments or the country as a whole. After this footage of Mrs. Featherman was recorded, she still decided it was a good idea to call the police. 6 officers responded to the scene and were greeted by a trove of people all willing to stand up for the victims.
So both my boys rent an apartment here. They reserved the clubhouse to have a family barbecue and family gathering, a few friends. When I arrived with food, the blonde girl gave me crap about, she came up to the gate and she said, "Do you have a fob?" I said, "No, but my boys live here." She said, "Well, I work at the front desk," which she doesn't. Then as more of our family started gathering, she was getting more pissed and more pissed. She started mouthing off to my granddaughter saying, hey, where's Lexi? What did she tell Lexi? You don't live here? What are you doing here? You don't live here? We're just getting very, very nasty. My son, who lives here, tried to go over and, calm the situation like, hey, we're having a family barbecue. We live here. We've got a farm.
my honest position, no jokes or memes, I support Gaza and I think Israel's 100% wrong, but I have absolutely nothing against Jews because Zionism and Judaism aren't the same thing. Damn, man. That's a sick position that totally is different than everyone else's here. Yeah, no shit, chatter. That's my position. And everyone else's position in here as well. That's why they're making fun of you. Just so you know. Damn, dude. What's the meme? It's like breaking news, fork found in kitchen. Brave, dude. What's next? Are you going to be like bad things are bad and good things are good? Someone in the chat's like, damn. Yeah. People in the chat before this take were like, fuck, bro. I think Zionism and Judaism is the same thing. Anyway, I'm joking around. Avila Solis, you are in good company. If this is your perspective, you're in good company. You found a community where everyone does believe exactly what you're saying. It's not a brave take here. Probably is a brave take in other communities, but here it's not.
And her brother went down on him, attacked him. He fell on the rocks.
I'm sorry, can you?
The family then shows the officers this footage. Whilst they were the first to see it, this embarrassing clip would soon end up gracing the eyes of millions.
Yeah, it's true. You have a fob, 2 people. You have a Mexican party in the pool. Trash. Oh yeah, you can't do that.
We have a Mexican party in the pool.
Me. I'm so sorry. Oh, you guys are such losers. Go back down to Denver. I live here.
Liberal debate bros would be like, actually, when she said get out of my country, she was making a political argument about the Mexicans not being from America, which is why it's actually technically totally valid. You just can't debate on the issues, man. You just can't debate on the boundaries of the issue, which is why you're saying she's racist. You know?
I live here. Nowhere where you ever came from, you low class swine. Oh my God, it's so dumb, and you're wearing it at the pool, you idiot. Yeah, you don't even know what Hermes is. I have Hermes sandals on. Oh yeah, and these? Hold on, wait, this is good. And these? No. You're nasty. No.
Like most Karens, Blair attempted to make herself seem more important than Alexis Alba, shaming for wearing the designer brand Hermes, almost as if she believes people who don't look like her don't belong in such expensive clothes. The family then continued providing their accounts to the officers.
The blonde girl.
The blonde girl that
This lady?
No, over
She's
there.
over there. Do you see her with her thong on?
Okay.
That's her. And then she started calling us Mexican trash. Just total being extremely derogatory.
Okay, so what do you want the police to do here?
We don't want you guys to do anything. They called
You want to press charges or anything?
No, but
I have a suspicion that there was probably some cat fighting and
there was
alcohol going on, mutual blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. They're the ones called the police, okay?
Okay.
We're
So
just
what's
I like the cop being like, well, maybe, I mean, you guys are Mexican, so maybe you guys were like doing mutual fighting. Like, what's the deal? They're like, we didn't call the cops. We don't want to do anything. We just wanted her to leave us alone. And the cop's like, well, maybe you guys deserve it. You are Mexican after all.
trying to go on with our
still
evening.
going.
That's it.
Still.
We just got upset because we thought they were racial profiling. They were, you know.
And she said,
and
"Oh,
that's
go
why
back
what
home."
pissed us off.
Yeah.
you guys don't want to press charges?
And you know what? We're not Mexican. We're Spaniard, man.
We're four separate ways with our
There's a difference.
There is.
No, and it
Difference
pisses
with
me
that.
off because we're brown and attractive people. You know, was a little bit of jealousy going on.
That's kind of crazy because, like, that's wild that she said we're brown. I mean, yeah, there's white Mexicans out there. I feel like she's one of them. Like, that's crazy. Literally Spaniards? No, I mean, there's white Mexicans too.
Code for it if we didn't already say.
So if we could just like,
Oh, she's actually That's crazy. Okay, come on, dog.
We just wanted to fuse it. They called it. We just wanted to fuse it.
While the family of victims are completely calm, cordial, and polite with the police, the same can't be said for Mrs. Featherman, who's about to show these officers just how entitled she really is.
Can we chat? What's going on?
Well, so basically this pool lately has had a lot of pool hoppers. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I like to enjoy my pool. I have two girls that don't even come to the pool anymore because of all the pool hoppers.
Okay.
They don't even enjoy it because we know who is here and who's not.
Okay.
So apparently
She's like, my little girls can't enjoy the pool when there's Mexicans abound. It's like, you don't understand, officer. I can't enjoy the pool if there's Mexicans here, okay? And that's why they got to go.
I think they had a birthday party or something. But I asked, so here's all I did. I was right here, and see the Louis Vuitton guy? He's the one who started it all. That motherfucker. I said to him, I said, do you have a fob? Because that's what everyone's saying. It's not just me. Other people are living there asking for people with
Was
fobs.
he with the big group over there?
Right, but I said you're only allowed to have 2 people. Meanwhile, the whole pool is filled with a fucking party. These
You're trying to say if Whole Foods filled with Mexicans.
people don't have a fob. You're only allowed to have 2 guests, not 20.
Sure.
So we're over
Talking about a fob, chat, like a not fresh off the boat, but a key fob.
here, mind you. This whole
A key fresh off the boat.
crew over here comes over, bum rushes me. I had 2 girls fucking trying to kill me. So I tried to defend myself, but my phone is gone. And I recorded everything, and they probably have my phone.
Who has your phone?
We don't know. Someone took my phone because I recorded the whole thing.
What kind of phone was it?
It was an iPhone, the smaller one, not the big one.
7 or 10?
Shoot, I don't know.
Okay. How much did it cost you?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Okay, the cop is writing this right now to see if he can like hit him with a grand larceny, which is very odd. Like he's literally, I know this video is slanted in the way that like Karens get their comeuppance, but straight up what this cop is doing currently is still absolutely on the Karen side.
I'm just saying, I put it on record and I was recording the whole thing and they took my phone.
Featherman paints herself as the victim of an assault by 2 women, as well as the theft of her cell phone. However, as more and more officers respond to the scene and begin interviewing more witnesses, a very different story to her own keeps being corroborated over and over.
I think it started, I hate to say this, I think she's racist. She's saying I don't belong here, I don't live here.
But I just want to let it be known, like, I want to press charges because she did put her hands on her. And she just keeps going on saying that we're dirty Mexicans that we don't belong here. We need to go back to where we came from. We're trash.
She started all of that, and so she started making racist remarks to this entire group over here. I'm not even a part of them. Like, she started making racist remarks. So two of them went over there and they're like, what's the deal? She swung on the girl who has like the pink bikini over there. She swung on her, so then she started fighting her. Yes, but in this entire time, I was even telling her, like, I'm like, here's swimming with my kids. I was like, hey, can you guys just chill out? She's like, great fucking parenting, take your kids out the pool. I'm like, well, maybe you guys should stop fighting. Like,
They say every story has two sides, but it seems more like this one has a dozen sides saying the same thing and one lying. But in any investigation, someone has to take down everyone's account. Here, one very patient officer has been doing just that with Blair and her friends.
Because I've got a female with pretty good injuries that is blaming you as well. It's kind of this thing.
Well, maybe she attacked me. And I
Maybe you
defended
did,
myself.
maybe you did.
What do you mean maybe?
Oh my
so
God, she
here,
came
I'm
at me.
gonna tell you
Damn, this guy's yak, bro.
right now. So when you
didn't run
move
after
from
her.
one area
Good,
to come
but
to
how
the
was
other
she?
area,
I
that's
saw
an
how-
aggressive
bitch.
act.
Well, I get it.
Yeah, like, you know how these Mexicans are. They got the proclivity, okay, to move from one area to another where they don't belong. Classic. They jumped over the border to come over to this pool. They're not allowed to be in this pool. They're invading the pool.
Is it not,
I get it.
my man?
I mean, depending on the circumstances.
Okay, but more than one person, absolutely. When you're dealing with one person, and
Bro, this is so funny. I grew up in Lakewood, and this is peak Lakewood Karen behavior. This is fucking hilarious because, like, my man is literally making, like, an American immigration argument right here. I just read on Twitter that you jerked off last night concerning what? Why?
eight people come over,
Yeah.
that's an aggressive act.
Can I explain one thing? So, and
No, he's literally saying it's an act of aggression to have 8 Mexicans come into the pool, which is pretty funny because, like, this is literally American immigration policy. Like, this is, what do you think Trump says when he's like, oh, they're invading our country? That's what they're saying.
again, I don't know the whole story about what you guys were talking about with my partner over here. I was conversing with some of the folks over there, and then this is what they told me, and correct me if any of this is accurate or wrong, okay? So,
While Blair and her friends continue rattling off lies about who attacked who, which again have already been disproven by video evidence, an officer who's totally done entertaining their entitlement returns to give them a reality check.
okay, so here's the bottom line. I'm going to speak now, and we.
Dude, this is why we have to defund the police. Okay? They're woke. They're letting Mexicans into the pools, brother.
You guys can follow up with me tomorrow after I review the camera. Okay. I have an independent witness that is one-on-one basis with the district manager here. I said you were saying racist stuff, instigating everything, blowing it up, and then when they confronted you, you couldn't handle it. Well, we're going to review the cameras tomorrow when they come in. I'm going to talk to Wyatt, okay?
Damn, he is not happy.
And I'll see what happened, okay? We've got them identified. I will look at the cameras. If it's one side or the other, we'll handle it appropriately. That's all, okay? It's not personal. We just can't verify anything today. And this guy who called the district manager, we can't make him leave today. That's where we're at.
Not willing to tolerate any more interruptions, the brief shift into a tougher one from this officer gives a much-needed wake-up call to Blair and her male cronies. Sadly, it doesn't work, as they all keep trying to play victim while a dozen unrelated people all corroborate her culpability. Maybe they'll finally take accountability when shown some irrefutable proof.
He lives here. He had the guy's number on the fly, and he was an independent witness. Okay. So, who? Do you know who I talked to?
No, you don't know who he is.
It's none of them. It's an independent person that was sitting by themselves that said you were saying horrible racist things, and they got upset about it.
I'm going to say that.
Well, but this guy's not affiliated with them. That's why I'm like, okay, is he telling me the truth since he's not you or them?
Oh, so when I get ambushed by all of them coming over here,
that's what we're going to review the
and they
camera
yell
for,
at me,
okay?
white bitch, like 4 times.
Okay.
So there's 2 discriminating things.
I get it,
Just
and that's why I want the
And they
camera
don't
before we do
belong
it,
here.
before we make any action,
They
okay?
don't belong here.
They do if they reserve the clubhouse, which is what they did.
Unless
look,
you
at,
sort
look
of
at that.
So
Look at all of
let me
that.
tell you something. According to the guy who was on the phone with, that I believe to be the district manager, if they paid the $200 to rent that out, they've got the clubhouse for that day.
Not the pool.
Yeah, the pool.
No.
The pool.
But they usually.
Why don't you argue
For some
with Wyatt
reason, you don't
tomorrow
like
about
me.
their civil agreements?
Listen.
Because you've been calling me all kinds of
Listen.
horrible things since I
I've
got
been
here.
calling horrible things.
These fucking cops, I'm listening to you,
I
okay?
didn't say these fucking cops.
Yeah, you did to your buddy on the phone. It's on the
Look,
buddy
if
cam.
you have your
okay?
own insecurities, I can't deal with that.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna review the footage tomorrow, and
It's
we'll.
like I'm in trouble because I paid.
You're not in trouble. Do you see me writing your ticket? We're putting you in
Usually
handcuffs.
they will tell us.
Well, they didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, if that's their policy, if that's their MO, they didn't. I'm sorry.
It seems Blair's entitlement knows no.
Listen, when she meant they don't belong here, maybe she meant like yeah, there's no way to make that seem normal or good, I don't think. No. Yeah, no. There's no way to make that seem good.
No bounds, even after learning that the family they accused of not living there had the building manager on speed dial, called him, and confirmed they had paid to book the pool. She refuses to take any accountability, somehow doubling down on her delusions.
Look at this. This is Joe Shepard.
I want you to
You
be
see all this? That's my hair they pulled out. Other than the fact, intentionally down all of them.
Okay.
She's upset. Okay,
I know.
Physically.
All of them.
Physically. What we're trying to say at this point, we're going to review camera footage and follow up building management. I get it. Yeah. And then we're going to go from there. Right.
And if this guy needs a fat fine because he's lied about renting the place out, or X, Y, and Z, or if someone assaulted her, we'll deal with that.
And I'm going to tell you, if they did rent it out and it's legit, then they're legit. But it's still, you have an assault. You have an assault going on. That
What is salt, bro? Like, their entire premise behind it being assault was literally that there's 8 of them. Like, this guy was trying to tell the cop that, like, the fact that 8 people actually were in the vicinity implies assault. Okay? That's it. He was like, come on, you got to admit, right? 8 of them at the same time? That seems like assault, right? I mean, come on.
in America, I believe you can say whatever you want
to a point. So there's a
to a point.
Yeah, this guy is like, oh God, I love this guy. He's such a Republican. One, he first said, you know, officer, it is technically assault when there's like 8 Mexicans around, right? Like when they're coming in from an area where they're not supposed to. You can see that as aggressive. You can see that as assault, right? So that's one. That's like weird as hell to just say. 2, now he's saying, and you know, my defense against that is free speech, which is also another, you know, fundamental American value, officer.
But we have a charge in here, disorderly conduct. It's saying things that are likely to incite violence.
In Colorado, disorderly conduct can range from Class 1 to 3 misdemeanors. The officer is referring to a Class 1 offense involving public disturbances or offensive utterances. However, charges here seem unlikely. This officer is just showing an impeccable example of trying to de-escalate a situation. Blair and her group eventually leave the pool.
Totally. He de-escalating the situation just means always like agreeing unconditionally with the racist white people.
Believing they're right, but they'd soon be in for a major reality check.
Well, and I'm here tomorrow and Tuesday.
I think they stole my flip-flops too. They probably have never had nice flip-flops in their life.
Cody's, so we're in at 3 o'clock.
He continues to be racist.
Of course, once video of Blair was posted on social media, she went viral. being called the poolside Karen. Despite the fact that no charges were filed, the public backlash was enough for Blair to think it was a good idea to go on a media tour in a paper-thin attempt at making herself look like the victim.
They swarmed over like a swarm of bees. It was...
Oh my God. I don't even remember this, but that's so funny. She went on Inside Edition. Bro, America, don't ever tell me liberal media is not a racist, white supremacist ass institution. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You think this is a story? Like, you think this is a fucking story? Like, her whole... They're like, all right, let's hear from you. Let's hear your side. Were the Mexicans menacing? It's like, come on, man. Come on, bro. These motherfuckers won't hear out the Palestinians that are getting absolutely destroyed every fucking day. Okay? But they'll ask like a random racist lady at a poolside, like, all right, well, let's hear your side of the story. What is your truth, madam?
Very fast. I was literally curled up in the ball.